Sagittarius, leave it to you to throw a fucking party to tell somebody goodbye, to celebrate the fact that you just got freed from shit that you don't want to be dealing with no more. You literally calling up people, be like, this ain't a homecoming, this ain't a birthday party, this is a fuck off party. This is a party that says, good riddance, motherfucker, because I don't need you in my life. Peace out. Oh, it's not pain I'm feeling, buddy boy. It's not. It's happiness. It's abundance. I'm getting ready to say goodbye. It's freedom. It's association with myself again. It's with cleansing and happiness and enjoyment of just being able to be me, coming out and saying, I don't need you anymore. Fuck the fuck off. It's almost like, oh my God. It's like those dream I quits, you know, like finally being able to walk into your boss's office and say, you cocksucking motherfucker, I always hated you, I will always hate you, you are not smart, you don't deserve this job, I know you're just sucking dick under the table, and I can't stand you, peace out, bitch. And just like throw your like little hall pass on her desk and walk the fuck out and never show that, like never ever come back to that office again. That's what it is. You are literally giving like the peace out, bitch, peace out. Like that's what this is. And then you're throwing a party, you're throwing a celebration. It's like, I know what I need in my life and I know what I don't need in my life. And ultimately what I don't need in my life got to get the fuck out of my life. It's got to get out of my way. And ultimately that's what you're doing. And you're really just kind of reveling in it. There was some sort of like deep-rooted sickness. There was some sort of deception or corruption, or really it could have been actually inside of yourself, you know, like finally being able to reach for the stars meant having to get this out of your way, which could have been some sort of self-deceit, something that you had to hold back or repress, not be yourself, not be able to be your full self because of what other people would say or how they would talk to you or what they'd say about you. And ultimately telling that whole thing, just like, it could also be a party that you're like some sort of gathering or connection that you're experiencing in your life and you're not looking forward to. It could be going back to work, you know. It could be a sense of like you're just like, there's a lot of anxiety associated with being around a specific group of people and understanding how that has impacted you and being ready to just peace out and get it the fuck out of your life. You just don't want to do this. There's something about this social gathering, or there's something about these group of people that you don't want in your life anymore. And ultimately, there is a sense of you are ready to just walk away. You don't want this. And I'm going to figure out why. But ultimately, I think it has something to do with the fact that I don't think that's me. I think it's a neighbor banging, but it's weird. I apologize. Ultimately, it's a sense of, in some way, letting go of some sort of hurt or embarrassment, forgiving yourself of something, you know, forgiving yourself for repressing yourself, for not allowing yourself to be who you are out loud, to just realize that, you know what, the past is the past. And ultimately, it doesn't influence your future, and to be looking only future forward. There's some sort of big momentous moment. Let me start fresh. Let me start from where I began. So this is like a party or a celebration, gathering people around, a group, some sort of get together, right? But then there is like a goodbye, peace out, waving it goodbye. So there's a sense of like people gathering and you saying peace out. It's like you making a selection and you deciding who's going to go and who's going to stay, because ultimately it's like a farewell party. That's what it's like a farewell party. It's what I said. It's a peace out party. Like, I don't need this anymore. I don't want this in my life. And maybe you may not even be looking forward to saying farewell. There may be some of you who are regretting even having to say it, but ultimately there is a time when you need to move on, and you are moving on 100%. You've decided and figured out, I don't need this shit in my life anymore, yo. I've decided who goes and who stays. Gather around, boys and girls. It's almost like, oh my God. that dreaded time in all of our middle school lives when we had to be picked for kickball, you know? And it's like you wanted to be picked first to like feel popular, but ultimately it's like not everybody was picked first, and then there's always somebody who's inevitably picked last. I mean, I understood I sucked at sports, but ultimately for like this is like literally, yes, what are you doing? You're so silly. She keeps throwing these balls at me. She keeps bringing her toys up to me. She's like, bitch, I'm ready to play right now. I don't know what you're doing here talking to yourself, but you need to get on this because it's playtime. She's so awesome. Anyway, just so you know, I'm not like totally talking to myself. I'm like reacting to my dog. But this is definitely like a piece the fuck out. Now, could be some anxiety around this, surrounding some sort of, event, because it's big, it's momentous. It's almost like exorcising, purging some sort of sickness or illness that you wanted to get off your chest or get rid of. And so maybe it's just big and there's a lot of anxiety surrounding it. But ultimately, there was something running underneath the surface that was like Flint, Michigan level water. This was like toxic. It was messing up your space and messing up your probably actually your health. And ultimately you're just like, no, I'm growing in the right way. I'm going to be living my life with the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like aligning myself to what it is I actually want. I see you, what it is that I actually want, and unabashedly so. I'm just going to come out and do it. So you may be delivering somebody. I'm telling you right now, you are hardcore. There's a message. There's some sort of heartbreaking message that's coming in, but I don't think it's coming into you. I think you're the one delivering it. Just letting you know. You're the one delivering some really sad news. This has been growing for a while and you just don't want to have to deal with it anymore. And you're just cutting the ties. See the light. It's like, why have I been doing this to myself for so long? It's like rationalizing and realizing that you were doing it. And suddenly it's like, and not being scared of basically what you see in front of you. And then we have invest in your spirit. Invest in your spirit is ultimately deciding that you matter and that your happiness matters and that your future matters, right? There's a sense of really saying that this has to do with my future and me being healthy and me being happy every day that I wake up. And I think that I have a right to that. So ultimately, what I'm making these decisions for is because that's who I am. That's my truth. And that's what I have to live in order to be healthy. Now, there's seek an expert is implying that you may have been avoiding this doctor's appointment. You may have been avoiding getting this advice. You may have been avoiding this counseling. You may have been avoiding something. You're avoiding something. You've been avoiding it for a while, maybe because you knew it was going to be bad news, maybe because you knew it, or you were afraid to deliver this bad news. And it's almost like get advice on how to deal with this, get advice on how to work through this, or don't be afraid to work through this and get professional help if you need it, because ultimately don't you deserve it? Like, don't you deserve a happy, healthy future? Go and get whatever help you need because you deserve it, because you're worth it, because your future is worth it. Speak with love. So, you could be going to counseling, you could be trying to work through issues, but ultimately something has to come off your chest that's been sitting there for quite some time. And you don't have to be rude when you do this. In other words, this is almost like letting go in a loving way. That's what you're saying. You're saying with love and honor and respect, I let you go. It's not what I know I opened up with kind of a joke, but there was a sense of like just saying go fuck yourself, or having a peace out party. But this is like letting go with forgiveness, with almost to heal, letting go to heal. And making it very clear that I need to grow in a different direction. And so ultimately I need to it's got to do with more than that. It's got to do with accepting yourself and accepting your beauty and accepting who you are, and being able to look at yourself and love who you are, and let go of whatever ugly you felt inside of yourself. Or whatever, it could have been mistakes that you made, and maybe that's why you're trying to avoid this situation right now, because you know that you have to somehow confront this, and you kind of didn't want to, but ultimately you need to be able to confront this and let it go, like get it off your chest. Forgive yourself for whatever these indiscretions were. Forgive yourself for don't hate yourself for wanting to move on. Essentially, you shouldn't, because ultimately what this is sort of implied. It's not right here in front of me yet, because we still have the rest of the reading to go. But this is almost like you don't want to hurt people. These are people that maybe you would have preferred to be able to take along with you, but ultimately they were getting in your way and you couldn't take them along with you. And this is just something that has to be said. 11:11, this is awakening to a realization of, I may have to confront this. This is a hard decision, but ultimately it's a decision that I have to make, and I've already made it. So this is about announcing. It's interesting because Jupiter is your ruling energy, and he's the giver of luck and good fortune, and also that optimism, right? He doesn't shine his light on everybody, and only so many people get the opportunities. And this is like, in some way, Jupiter making his final cut. Who goes, who stays is a peace out party. This is Sagittarius energy, please. Sagittarius energy. This is where we begin. Act as if you've been hiding, and this is in the past. You've been definitely just sort of like staying quiet, going along with things like a fly on the wall. Jupiter's been hanging out with Saturn and Pluto all year. And ultimately, hopefully it was to take in information and to be able to discern what goes and what stays. There was a reason for your quiet. There was a reason for your contemplation. There was a reason why you took so long to make this decision. They were good reasons, but ultimately those reasons don't exist anymore. This is you definitely shedding that skin and starting to flake away of not being able to hide it anymore. And then slow and steady wins the race. It took a long time for you to get to this conclusion, to come here. This is also emotional and stability. So this is like trying to blend in, almost like blending in for the longest time, trying to like stay in the back for the longest time, just trying to like blend, just for this sense of safety, serenity, security. Lay a solid foundation. You wanted to build something strong. This is Virgo energy. You could have been kind of like tied up in Virgo right now, or a sense of kind of like held back in some way by your expectations or the expectations others were putting on you. But really, you got to a point where you were like, I want to start this right. I want to make moving forward. I want to make it my best life ever. So I have to do things right. Be playful. Oh, this is Mercury, because this is Venus. Sorry. It's not Venus at all. It's Virgo energy, and it's Gemini energy. So I feel like in some ways, in order to like not rock the boat, you kept the conversation really light and really playful and really happy. You tried to make things work, is what I'm saying. You did your very, very best to deal with these difficult situations, to contain what you were really feeling inside. You did your best, but ultimately, I feel like we have more cards, but I mean, you did your best. You were working really hard to basically maintain that status quo. But the position of Mercury has a lot to do with this right now, and it's in Scorpio in retrograde. And that's why it's like forcing you to see those things deep down inside of yourself. Sorry, sweetheart. Sorry. It's forcing you to see those things deep down inside of yourself that ultimately maybe you wanted to escape from. You can escape from them now. It's time for a new start. It's time for something completely different. And it's also time to like show your spikes and let out your defenses and not take crap anymore, because ultimately the one who's paying the heaviest was you. Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius energy. What is this new beginning? What is this new start? Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius energy. But I almost feel like in so many ways there's an announcement here. An announcement of the new way of things. This is definitely the future and the way forward. It could be an announcement of a new leader or new leadership. So this was way back when. This is Taurus energy, but like the bad Taurus energy, like stuck. Nothing was going anywhere. It's almost like you felt stuck. You felt repressed. You felt unappreciated. Definitely underpaid. Maybe you were stuck financially, and this has to do with in the past. And then there was a sense of this transformative period happening inside of you when you started to realize and recognize that you deserved better, and starting to like get the information. Like you played it safe, you played it happy, you played it on the surface as if everything was okay, but ultimately underneath you were planning your escape. That's what you were doing. And now is time. It's like the time is now where you start moving forward and only looking forward, no matter how much it hurts other people. Because you can't keep yourself stagnated for the sake of other people. Be generous of spirit. So this is and turn knowledge into wisdom. So this is a lion and the wolf, which is really interesting. Two predators, but ultimately signs of power. You represent the sun. Oh my God. The sun and the moon. The sun and the moon are in alignment, are in agreement of what the future has to be. And ultimately, both your divine masculine and your divine feminine are now in alignment in what it has to be. It's like you're having confidence in what you feel inside. You're actually paying attention to this feminine energy of your intuition and what you feel inside and honoring it, right? Allowing one to support the other instead of them being in a constant fight and competing. This is a new way of doing things. The sun and the moon, hold on. I almost want to check the charts to see like what Jupiter's alignment is with the sun and the moon. Because this isn't like, I know I'm joking, I know I'm joking, but it's almost like finally having confidence in your inner self, in those aspects of yourself that you've hidden, finally realizing why they matter and why you need to stand by them and not keep treating them like they're impractical, because they're not. This is Leo and Pisces energy. Sagittarius, please. What messages does Sagittarius need to hear? Life is speeding up. This is Gemini energy. This is also everything is starting to come together. So finally some breakthroughs are being made. It's like almost like you finally see a way out, or you wouldn't be thinking of ditching, right? But there's a sense of finally you see a way out. Everything is coming together. Know your worth and your value and take the chance. If you see the space open up, then fucking bolt for it. Go do it. Ultimately, this is your chance, is what it's saying. It's your chance to move forward. So you have to do it. You have to take it. Watch your words. So be very, very careful with how you speak. So definitely don't go tell somebody to go fuck themselves. But ultimately, you do want to speak with authority. But you also want to speak with tenderness and kindness. Just respect and decency. That's all. In other words, you can throw this party. You can throw this peace out party. You can definitely show your joy for getting out of there, but don't do what I said in the beginning of the reading and like walk away with in a horrible fashion, because you kind of want to. It's not about leaving a good impression. It's about just celebrating in the joy and looking forward and not looking back. And this is definitely a fresh start and reclaiming your power, getting your sense of self back, your sense of pride in yourself. Like, and you have to let go of your connections or this obligation. You have to let go of it to get your pride back. I mean, this is definitely, I'm telling you right now, these are definitely people, you're going to have to watch yourself. You're going to have to watch your words, because you're going to want to tell somebody to go fuck themselves. You're going to want to say, you're going to want to, but ultimately it's a sense of you don't need to. You don't need to, so don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your effort. You don't need to do it. What you need to do is just smile. Worse than anything, let them see how happy you are as you walk out the door. And kill them with kindness. Like, kill them with kindness. That's the way that they're going to show. That's the way that ultimately you're going to show how powerful you are, and you're going to make them the most miserable. By you letting them see how happy you are to be walking away and leaving. Because that's a reminder that they're still stuck. Oh, Sagittarius. I'm telling you right now, it's like only you would know how to use happiness in the most stabbing way. I'm impressed is all I'm saying. Now, please do come over for tarot. I'm going to go into full details in tarot. So we're going to do a tarot spread. That link is below. It includes your relationship reading, your romance reading, if you're curious. Please do join me for that. But first, stick around for your angel messages, because they have a beautiful voice and they listen throughout all of these readings. They listen and they're around. And I'm telling you, it's uncanny. We have a lot of angel messages on the table here. Okay. What came out first was positive thinking. Positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude, along with positive beliefs and thoughts, are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think love. And this is you being on the upside. This is you remaining optimistic. A sense of don't even think about how badly you want to swear at them. Just think about how good it's going to feel to be able to live a life that actually makes you happy. And then we have heart song. Okay. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. That's all you have to do, man, is align with your deep, deep heart. Your deep, deep, beautiful heart. Just align with it. And honestly, for those people that you really want to tell to go fuck off, your happiness is torture enough. Let's move on. Prayer. Okay. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. I'm telling you, Papa Jupiter's on your side, man. He's coming for you. He's making sure that he's there for you. Truth. The best way through the current situation is to just speak the truth. Maybe sans some swear words, but contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. Hurt as in no one's going to get permanently damaged. Archangel Raphael. Feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. And you got trust, right? Trust. Trust in yourself, true. Trust in the direction that your heart is sending you. Determination. Determination, perseverance, and patience. You waited a long time for this opportunity. You did. This has been a long time coming. This is a step that you took a while to get to. So please believe in yourself and take that step. Determination, perseverance, and patience will lead to a positive outcome. This is it. This is the time. This is the positive outcome. This is your happy time. Blue Angel, I, Archangel Michael, am here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you. All is well. I'm telling you, you got the divine entering in your favor. You are so ready. Something banging. Oh, it's my dog with her ball, insisting that I play with her. There's her ball. And hold on, let me see if I can get her up here. You'll see her. Give me a second. Anyway, courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. Oh, it is your time, Sagittarius. Spread those wings and soar and peace the bug out. I'll see you guys in the extended.